Hi, my name is Janvi, and this is my video for the Crip film and the analysis behind it. So, a quick summary is that the film Crip is about a camp designed for teenagers that have disabilities. In fact, it was so encouraging that the alumni decided to join the radical disability rights movement to enforce changes within the legislature about segregation as well as disabilities associated with it. So, one of the first concepts that stood out to me was that Camp Janine is where everyone is equal. In today's society, equality is very encouraged and usually seen everywhere we go. However, there are still places where equality is still not seen, whether it's in someone's house and even in the corporate world. For instance, in my own home, I was being raised in a male-dominant household. I see where women are supposed to be in the kitchen while the men worked. That's just a typical example that I saw on a day-to-day basis in my life. In the film, it indicates that the camp was supposed to be this utopian world with how the outside world is supposed to be, and it was just mind-blowing to me how even the camp, it's like people there believe like, why don't we have this in the outside of the world? Like, it should be like that, which was really mind-blowing to me. Also, another concept that stood out to me was that disability is truly a discrimination, and this film does an amazing job just demonstrating it. Personally, I do have a need condition where it restricts me to do many activities such as sports, dancing, sports and dancing. I really enjoyed dancing when I was a child, as well as play tennis, which I did for 6 years. But because of my knee, I was unable to continue now. Even though my condition is very mild to what is shown in the film, it was nice to see something like Camp Janine where everybody was included. No matter who you are, how you were, or how you looked, the camp allows all the individuals to feel included no matter what disability you have, which I wish it was like that everywhere we go now, even now. This film was, my critique on this film was that it was well structured and shown to the public. It's always fun to see to see that even now there are many sources out there with these type of movies available to the public. The director did a really good job on representing disabilities of the individuals within the film, as well as segregation and how it touches the audience. However, I do feel like the film is meant for an older audience than a younger one, like children and maybe even young adults. I believe that if there are films or sources out there to emphasize on these topics, which is disability, segregation, equality, for children, then it will, in the long run, it will help them realize that this is how it's supposed to be and how everything is equal despite who you are, how you look like. So if I were to create a film on these topics, I would make it in a way for the younger generation, for them in their understanding and how they would use it for their lives in the future, and how they would use it for their own families or lives and careers.